Welcome back. I know I had last week off. Went to Monarto Safari Park in Adelaide, Australia. What a wonderful experience. It was incredible. Really, really, really loved it. And if you haven't been and you live nearby or want to go, I'd highly recommend it. But so excited to be back again today. Karen Hadler here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auckland, New Zealand. And today I want to share a couple of background techniques, or using a background stamp called Flowers Fair, and a couple of techniques that you can do with that stamp. And today we'll be doing a simple spotlight technique. So let's click over to the desktop and we will get started. Love for you to say hello if you come on. I always love to hear from you and hear where you're from and anything you'd like to share. So this is this background stamp Flowers Fair. Beautiful imagery on here, and we're going to be using that today. Now the perfect thing to use it with is the Stampin' Positioner, because it is a large stamp. You could use a big block, but I find using a positioner really good for this sort of thing, because it you can make sure you press on it, and if you don't get it right, you can go back and press on it again. So really perfect for this. Now, hard to put a magnets on this size stamp. So it comes with this fabulous V here that you can pop your cardstock into, and know that if you push that up each time, it's in exactly the same place. So absolutely love that. So it just means that you don't need to worry about the fact that you can't put the magnets on. So at the moment, this amazing thing, Stamping Positioner, is available free when you join as a demonstrator. So absolutely highly recommend. Not only do you get a fabulous amount of products for the price you pay, you get this as well for no extra. So I'm using Memento, which I've put on to a craft white ink pad because they come blank, and I just really love how this stamps quite crisp. But I've just used the basic Memento ink refill that we have. Okay, making sure we're nice and tight in there, and turn it over. So it goes on these little pegs here, and you can pop it down. And it's not until you press down that you're going to stamp. So that's one of the great things about this. It sits up on a couple of springs and won't actually stamp the image until you press down on it. So you can make sure you're lined up with this. Okay. Just going to give it a good press all over. There's so many different things. I've done just a couple of things that I'll share with you at the end with this, but you could always fussy cut some of these flowers out if that's something that appeals to you. And then we have that beautiful image here. Okay, I'm just going to take this paper off, make the most of it, and use it. You have to buy this paper separately, but it has these little dots in it which you can secure it onto the positioner. Okay, so what I've done, I've used a circle from the Spotlight on Nature. No, sorry, Stylish Shapes. I've used this circle. It's the second to largest circle, and I've actually die cut that circle out. And we are going to be using the circle. Okay, let's start. So as I said in my intro, I'm going to use some of these beautiful in colors, which are going to be retiring soon. So let me just wipe my hands. It is quite messy using a big stamp. Get black all over you. Okay. Just get a wet one and wipe them. I don't want to get black on anything. Okay, let's put that up there so you can see that. So this is Summer Splash, and I'm just going to lightly, very, very lightly, so I'm going to tap off and just make sure there's not much on there. And then very lightly, as I say, just add that on the background. So with colour like this, you just build it up slowly, because I don't want it dark. I just want a slight tint, because I'm going to be colouring the images on it. So I don't want the colour to take over how the colour will turn out. Okay. Just a little bit more there. You won't really notice that until you put it next to the white, that it's just a slight colour there. Okay. Let's colour the flowers with Stampin Blends, and we are going to use Petunia Pop, which has been one of my favourites. To start off with the dark. So I did put a wee post up asking everybody what colours they are going to miss. This one and the Petal Pink were one of the favourites. That's the one colour we're not really, well, I could bring it in actually for the top of these. Might do that. I was going to say that was the one colour we're not using, but I might see if I can add that in. So now, is that a leaf? Nope, that's the flower as well. So let's pop that in as well. And this is right. So I would say the Petunia Pop was definitely one of my favorites. Just love this color. Okay. So what was your favorite from the, let me just find my Petal Pink. Is that Petal Pink up there? Hang on. Not Petal Pink. Pretty in Pink, I should be saying. So sorry. Okay. And have I done, yep, that's the dark now. I've used it a different way around. That's all right. Just going to add a bit of the dark Petunia Pop now. I usually do the dark first. So you have a week off and you all get discombobulated. That's a big word, isn't it? That's what I love about blends, though. Really just you can add to it, and you blend it in and it just is perfect. So this is the dark Petunia Pop. Let's add a bit more of the light coming up there. Okay. So I'm only colouring this circle that I've cut out. Right, let's try the dark Pretty in Pink and blend that up. As long as you start, if you bring in another colour like this, if you start on that original colour and just move up so you blend the colours out, it's absolutely fine to bring another colour in. And this starts off looking sort of orangey, I find, with the Pretty in Pink. And then it blends, it dries sort of pinker. It's going to be nice and bright and happy. go. I can come back and add some more. Oh, excuse me. And I might put a little bit of the, up a little bit more. I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to cough. Oh, isn't that always the way? Okay, so that's pretty in pink and petunia pop. Then I have got the dark and light darling duckling for this one in the middle. Probably haven't, I'm not really much of a yellow fan, to be fair, so this probably would have been my least used colour. And this is the light. Looks quite dark. Looks like the same colour, really, I must admit. And I'll go back in a bit with the dark, I think. Right, and that is the darling duckling. And we're going to use the timid tiger just for this center here. There we go. Right, and the last color is Shy Shamrock. So I'm going to use the dark. So which color do you think you'll miss the most? There's a bug in there. I'm excited though about the new in colors. It's always exciting when a new batch of colors come out. Okay, so this is the light Shy Shamrock. It's always good when a whole group of colours work really well together too. A whole lot of the in colours together make work really well. Everyone's very shy today. So I'm just going over with the dark again. And I might just bring a little bit of this up here so that it's not such a straight edge, because of course flowers won't have straight edges. Yeah, the rest is fine. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I've got this Lazy Daisy embossing folder, super cute. It is so cute on both sides. You've got the I don't know if you call it negative and positive side, but there's that side and there's the raised side. So I'm going to use this side today. I think they're both fabulous. And this is in Petunia Pop. Okay. I'm going to put that on a bit of an angle because I want it just to pop out the sides of the front there. All right. Now, where did I put the... Hopefully it's this one, because I had... Make sure, yes, this is it. So I'm going to glue that one down. Like so. This is such an easy but effective technique. Really adds a wonderful pop to your project. Okay, so this one's going on straight. And then you've just got that beautiful petunia pop poking out of the sides there. Right, now this is going on dimensionals. And it's why it is called the spotlight technique, because the rest of the card is black and white. And then you have this gorgeous pop of color. Oops. Let's get the back off those. And then you just line it up. Stuck to my fingers. And line it up with the black and white imagery that you've pre-stamped. And you have that beautiful pop of color that's just coming out of there. Now I've done the sentiment already. I'm just going to keep that simple. It's from the banner sayings and the triple banner punch. I have used this so much. Right. Find it super handy. And you can cut the banners out. You can cut the image, the cardstock out first and then stamp, or you can stamp and then cut out. Because it's a photopolymer stamp, you can line it up really easily, and you can use the stamping positioner to help with that. Okay, and let's put some beautiful embellishments on. So it doesn't take long. It's a quick card. Use the pink, I think. Putting in pink. How am I going to do this one? I might go... These are called, best tell you, Sparkle Dot Essentials. And this one is, oh, there it goes. Doesn't want to come off now. Here we go. Oh, hi, Lisa. Love the stamp. You haven't had it long. Oh, yeah, I know. It's going to be, I've just started using it, so I have lots and lots of other ideas with it as well. But this is just one technique you can use with this to, make the background stamp really pop. And I have, as I said, used all the in colors that are retiring. And inside I've just stamped the flower black, but just love this technique for, especially with the background stamp. It really is perfect for that. And this is another way to do like a spotlight. So same thing, I had two pieces of cardstock. So the one at the back and then the smaller one on the front. So I stamped it all in black, then took the smaller piece off and stamped the background again, because when you stamp with something on top of another card, you get that halo effect. So you get the sort of gap. So by stamping it again, you make sure that the black lines are continuous. And then I just colored in the top one and popped it back on. So you have the black. It's sort of similar to a spotlight. And then these two I coloured. I did the background stamp. This was on a reel that I did. I did the background, coloured it, used the Balmy Blue Stampin' Blends to colour the background. And then I have cut it in two and made two separate cards. Yeah. So looking at, actually, before I finish looking at that with the background, I'm thinking maybe that would look quite good, which I might try using a blend in the background as well to make it pop more. I have used the what did I gone out of my head, the Summer Splash. I was just worried that the Summer Splash might have been too dark to use. Let's have a look. I can have a play. Summer Splash. So the light Summer Splash. Okay. See, that was, I was debating whether to use that as the background. What do you think? Should I color that in with that? But it's very bright, and it might just be a bit much for the background, I was thinking. It's quite dark, isn't it? What do you think? Should I do that or just leave it as it is? Let me know quick, and I can do that. It doesn't take long. But I hope you like those cards. I hope you make the most out of your in colors. Now, if you've got in colors and you are worried about them running out and you want to keep them, just make sure you get some ink refills now, and then that will last you for quite a while in being able to top up your ink pad and keeping your stamp pad going. So, yep, no answers to that. That's fine. I will just have a think myself on that, and I might color it in. And then, oops, I've taken one of these off. Make sure you follow or subscribe. Wanted to go on my finger to, you know, I share more tips and ideas, paper crafting. Yeah, so take care, everybody, and I will really look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.